So in this segment, we're going to be talking about the CBI chief saying the Northern Ireland Protocol can give Northern Ireland an economic advantage, which is true because, again, it can export to the EU and Great Britain without any customs checks, any border issues, which could help Northern Ireland become a kind of manufacturing and agri-food powerhouse if the UK government and the DUP wouldn't stop messing around with it. I mean, the main a way to stop a united Ireland would be for the DUP to finally accept the protocol, because that could be one of the arguments they use against reunification, that the Northern Ireland Protocol really helps Northern Ireland when it comes to certain aspects of trade, and if they reunify with Ireland, they will stop benefiting from that. So I'm not saying it's a strong argument, I'm saying it's one of the things they could argue. The Northern Ireland Protocol can give the region an economic advantage, but will require further moves from both sides, the head of the UK's biggest business association has said. And again, the EU have offered concessions in the October proposals. If the CBI chief hasn't read those, it might be worth doing so. Tony Danker, the Chief General of the CBI, said the UK government would need to work to build trust with the EU. He warned that taking unilateral action would not help with that, which again is true. He said the EU would need to move beyond proposals it made in October and do what, pal? Honestly, it just breaks my brain when these people come up with this stuff, especially when the EU proposed a trusted trader scheme and the UK are now suddenly talking about green lanes. Clearly, they want to rephrase it as something else, similar to what Sunak did with the windfall tax, but they kind of want to, move towards the October proposals. Johnson wants to get out of this mess and then probably do that. Danke explained that because the protocol gives Northern Ireland manufacturers unique access to the UK and EU markets, it's a competitive advantage. I mean, people have been saying that for over a year now, but the DUP won't listen. La 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 la. For a large number of businesses, it's working great, he said. Of course, there are issues with certain businesses, certain manufacturers, for example, but I think the vast majority of them, they're doing fine. If you're a manufacturer, you have access to dual markets. It's great. You have access to what people in Scotland, Wales, and England don't have, and a lot of them are very jealous about it. However, he said businesses which were importing goods from the rest of the UK, the current arrangements were too difficult. And again, if you've got if you're in Northern Ireland and your supply chains exist within Great Britain, you need to really figure out a way of how to change that genuinely. If you're importing stuff to Northern Ireland, it's not working yet, or it's far too complex, or the transaction costs are too high, and EU are working on that with the October proposals, which were a baseline. So we'll see what kind of happens in the future. He said there was an onus on the EU to recognise Northern Ireland's place, a special situation. I mean, they have done that. That's why the Northern Ireland Protocol exists. They have recognised Northern Ireland's special place in the Union. Like, come on, man. Honestly. Mr. Danker also warned that the lack of a fully functioning devolved government in Northern Ireland would be a growing economic problem. Businesses don't want to go where there's uncertainty, and in Northern Ireland there's a lot of uncertainty. There's no government, or at least no devolved government there. Danker said there would be some areas in which a functioning executive is a precondition of strong levels of investment, which makes sense. You want stability if you're investing money. You want the protocol to exist also if you're making large investments in Northern Ireland. If not, you could look elsewhere. He says, if we want prosperity to take hold in Northern Ireland, we need a functioning executive, which is true. And I'm just wondering about this Tony Danker fella. Is he one? Because there was a guy who made loads of stupid comments, right? A few months ago. And I'm just wondering, is it him? Oh my God, it's him. He wrote basically, he talked to the Telegraph about how, how problematic, businesses need to accept Brexit and all of this other nonsense. He wrote as an interview or an article he was in, it was so bad, honestly. It was just absolute clown. I put a clown face on him, I remember. So finally this guy's actually got a brain and he's figured some stuff out, but asking the EU to make concessions further beyond the October proposals simply won't work. But look, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Support the channel on Patreon if you can, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.